Oh hey, it's time for a Necrodancer World Cup number 2 race match between Ratata and Staekk. I forget which group these boys are in, but Ratata has a record of 6-6. The best win of 943 and average win of 1056. Staekk has a record of 10-2 with the best win of 8-15 and an average win of 10-18. So Staekk looking a little better on all fronts there. I believe Staekk is tied with Moyuma in this group. So Staekk will definitely be looking to make some points here to pull ahead. While if Ratata can go a 3-0 here, maybe in contention for second place in the group, I think. I don't know if I did the math right there, but we have a 6-number seed for the first race of the match. Well, that's exciting. Getting straight to the point, these racers. I am Tic Tac Foe. I will be your commentator. We should have a good, clean race here. And we're starting early. That's a yellow skeleton room. Ratata's gonna take him out, looks like. You get a big pile of gold. And on your 1-1 red chest, there's a shovel of courage, and Ratata's gonna miss that, it looks like. Ratata's going back for it. So don't have to use a bomb to get into the blood shop. So we can use it to kill the blood shopkeeper because there's a secret item up there and it's a ring of piercing. So pretty good blood shop altogether here. Blast helm plus a golden axe. This is a pretty good start. Piercing with any weapon is really good, but golden axe, you can jump on that gold and just infinite damage the next enemy. Both of our racers are going to pick up this combination of items along with the blood drum. And move on to 1-2. Staekk with the advantage, having found those items first. Or Ratata had to do some backtracking to get at them. Staekk gonna blood drum into the shop on 1-2 and finds a heal spell in the purple chest. A really good find. Ratata gonna use a bomb to get in, saving some health. Also getting that health spell, heal spell. 1 coin away from getting that extra heart for Ratata, but is going to move on. Giant zombie. Both of our racers take out for a gigantism scroll, and there's a food shop on 1-2 as well. Both of our racers going in there, and Ratata will be able to bomb for it, but did forget they had the blast helmet, looked like. So just going to get the hearts and the carrot for free, or for 1 food shop murder, I guess. But Staekk's down to 1-3 first, finds some cookies and a red chest, and leave him behind and carry on with the blood drum. And might have tried to set it up for a kill there on the dragon. Finally does end up doing it. Ratata gonna spend some time here and get the lucky charm. And down the trap door into your zone 1 boss, which Staekk is already battling. It's Deep Blues. Nice quick gold kill there. The flawless victory. Checking red chest, finds the Nazar charm. And using that shovel of courage really well in zone 2-1 here. Staekk going straight to that exit. A really awkward looking map over there. Finds another scroll of gigantism off of that giant armadillo. Ratata's gonna follow that same route after checking the purple chest, it seems, and found a shield spell. Gonna use it right away on this dragon. And down to 2-2, where Staekk has found the red chest and has a bomb charm in it. So super big blast helm bombs should be good fun. I don't think Ratata found that. Ratata's just gonna move on to 2-3. And both of our racers are on 2-3. Lock shop here. Staekk's gonna use the blood drum again to get into the shop, but doesn't find anything he likes, so he'll have to use it again to get out. Both of our racers looking for some damage up here. Ratata using those gold kills to get through most of those big enemies there. And is down to your zone 2 boss first, and Staekk went down. Might have had some problems with that 1 damage axe trying to set up some gold kills. So Ratata with the early lead here. Looks like Ratata's gonna do a long fight here, so let's get a replay on that Staekk death. You can see the 1 damage not doing enough work on the enemies here, and looks like he's gonna get dunked by that black skeleton when they're trying to set up a gold kill. So unfortunate death for Staekk. I think Ratata still has the flawless victory here. No, he did not. Looks like Ratata took some damage during that fight. They're at 1.5 hearts. So moving on to zone 3. No boss chests. Does find a drumstick here and torture walls though. So back up to full health and mapping in zone 3, which is super important. Find those exit real quick. But still on that 1 damage. Not as big of a problem in zone 3 as it is in zone 2. But is still going to be kind of a thing Ratata's going to be dealing with. And we'll be moving on to 3-2. Staekk rebuilding that golden axe build. And there's a gigantic Staekk who ordered the 40-ounce steak. Ratata finding a transmute shop here. Might want to transmute maybe a different weapon. Gonna check the shop first. Finds a ring of war. Not gonna take. Okay, going back for it. All right, not going for it. I think you pick up the ring of war here. It's the +1 damage. Piercing's great and all, but ring of war is gonna be better for you, especially with the gold. But Ratata switching out to a titanium cat here on 3-3, so that's a better pairing with piercing. And down to your zone 3 boss, death metal. Staekk back down to 2-2. Ratata getting a flawless victory. Checking the black chest, finds a electric dagger, so a really good upgrade there. Piercing electric dagger should be able to clear out rooms really quickly with the zippity zaps. There's Staekk going for some revenge. Almost gets hit again by that black skeleton, but going on through to that coral rift fight. There's that electric dagger doing some work, taking out pretty much that entire room. But Ratata did take a few hits there, down to 2 hearts now. Does have that heal spell still, so we'll be using that as much as they can. And piercing working really well there and taking out the blade masters. That's why you like piercing in zone 4. Staekk still using that blood drum to take out these enemies with that 1 damage axe, regaining that health with the heal spell. Is trying to catch up here. Has to dig himself a little safety hole here to get away from this zone 3 swarm. Oh, and Ratata going down. Looks like Ratata was pushing a little too hard there. I'm sure Staekk's gonna see that death and we'll slow down a little bit here, or just keep pushing. All right, Staekk on the death metal fight. Let's get a replay of the death. Ratata jumping in there. Oh, and gets just flanked by that Banshee. 2B Banshee getting the hits in. So Ratata kind of blowing a almost for sure victory there. Staekk was catching up pretty well, but I think Ratata could have held it out. Staekk's now going to do that slow play game and go through the zone 4 with relative ease. Down to 4-2. Ratata doing the same build again, getting all the familiar items we've seen before. Staekk switching out to the Ring of War after blowing up that Shrine of War. Really good pairing with the titanium. What is that? Rapier? Yeah. You do a lunge into the enemy for time to damage and push him back, so you can follow up with another lunge. Oh, almost getting hit by that Tail Monkey. Staekk managing to clear out that room that destroyed Ratata. Getting a lucky charm, and looks like they're doing some slow play here. Gonna blow up these statues here for a bonus apple. We're gonna leave it behind. Looks like he's going all the way to the store. Staekk's really been using that blood drum well through this seed, so I doubt he'll be looking to get rid of it. He's gonna pick up some Explorer boots though for the goo and for Zone 5 water balls. Checking that statue maybe for some boots of pain or something, or magic drumstick. Never know what's gonna get in them. Ratata getting that flawless victory on Deep Blues again, getting that shield spell back for Zone 2, and there's a potion for Staekk. On 4-3, so nice easy find there. Checking out these Blade Masters and their Pixie Familiar. I'll be checking the shop as well. Probably looking for some armor in that black chest. Does switch off of the blood drum though for the freeze scroll. And onto your Fortissimo fight, your Zone 4 boss. Well, Ratata continuing their pushback in the room that claimed Staekk earlier this seed. Putting that Golden Axe and Ring of Piercing to great work there. Cleans up the room and is down into your Zone 2 boss. Staekk checking a arena there. Doing the full slow play, checking everything he can to round out this build. I think he's really looking for some armor to make it a full safe. Because Dead Ringer could dunk him a couple times here and he'd be well done. Staekk puns, haha. Checking the shop, scroll of need. And some ear muffins. Needed and got the gi. Uh-oh. Used the scroll of need for some armor and got the gi. Ah, that's not good. So now Staekk's extra scared. Really happy he has that shield spell. We'll have to use it to good use here, and you can see him backing off super hard on that red dragon entering in his boss room. Ratata back into Zone 4. And that's why you never stop racing, because Staekk is going to be slowed down quite a bit by this gi. He's going to be taking it safer. Oh, but Ratata did go down in that 4-1 mini boss room. It's quite the swarm there. It looks like he got caught on some goo, and a harpy outflanked him. Like I said, it's not all ogre yet. As Staekk is going to be going down to that Dead Ringer fight. But Staekk was practicing earlier today. I was checking him out, and he was doing some Dead Ringer practice. Getting a double rider spawn, that's always scary. And we are off the rails. Blood using a shield, or blood magicking 2 shields here, making sure we're staying alive. And finally does get that Dead Ringer kill. Good play by Staekk, using that blood magic to protect the fragile Agi. Still has the potion in tow though, so it can take a few more hits. I think he has one... Oh, using making sure he had the shield spell going, and he wasn't gonna blood magic kill himself with it. Yeah, he switched out his blood drum in zone 4. Oh, you're talking about Ratata, I see. 2 more hits for Staekk on the Necrodancer, 1 more, and we're gonna finish with a Gi. Not by choice, but of necessity. Necessity. It's gonna be first loot for Staekk. The race time of 13:53. Deaths by both of our racers on that seed, so hopefully that hasn't shaken them too much. Their confidence, always a concern when you have a death. I blame the 6-digit seed. But this is a 3-race match, so we'll get into the second one here, and we'll see who can take away the second loot. Here we go. Early trap room, no trap doors though. But right below it's a stack of bombs, and right above it is a bat room. So Ratata getting the worst out of those 2 exchanges there. Staekk finding another bomb on the way to the exit here. And finding a torches walls as well in the red chest. Both of our racers are going to appreciate that early mapping. Oh, do I have the wrong title in my... Yeah. There. Started. Thank you, Supervillain Joe. Staekk checking the shop on 1-2. Picks up some lead boots. Ratata spent the time to get the lucky charm on 1-1. We'll see if well, Staekk doesn't have the multiplier here, so we'll be just killing the dragon for the stack of Glad and getting another bomb stack and a potion as well on 1-2. Probably see Ratata get those as well. Ratata picked up a obsidian shovel, so may not have to use a bomb to get in there. There's also a cracked wall here. Ooh, Ratata taking a big hit by a black skeleton. That's ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Staekk checking the 1-3 shop. Purple chest has shield tomes in it. Grab those. Ratata can get that potion without a bomb. Staekk getting pushed back by a white and ghost there. And using a shield tome to keep that Minotaur in line. Ratata checking the blood shop here. It's could be all right. Oh, it has an axe in it. So secret shop in the blood shop has an axe. Ratata's gonna get that, plus those 2 extra hearts for free, which is gonna pair really nicely with that potion. And now Staekk is kind of behind on the build here. We'll see what Staekk does during this deep boost fight. Using the throw bomb strat to speed it along a little bit. We'll be checking black chest here once we get off that base ring, or a base dagger. Finds an obsidian broadsword, so not on the caliber of what Ratata has, but Staekk is very familiar with obsidian weapons, having one of them named after him. The obsidian dagger should be able to carry the obsidian broadsword fairly well. Checked that shop too and found a blast dome, so good find there. Ratata down to your zone 1 boss. There's that 3 damage obsidian melting through the zone 2 enemies. Staekk down to 2-2. Ratata cleaning up all the pieces here. We'll probably be checking purple chest. Staekk down a trapdoor to 2-3 with an immediate Minotaur. Gonna use a bomb and then a swipe. Take him down and down to the zone 2 boss. Ratata checked the red chest there. Found purple drink. Gonna leave that behind for the blood drum. And King Konga's your zone 2 boss here. Staekk's gonna go up the middle. Use one of his 12 bombs to take out the throne for the flawless victory. And checking black chest again for a titanium harp. So I'm gonna go with the more reliable 2 damage of the harp. Move into zone 3, immediate blue dragon. And Staekk using that blast helm really well and the plethora of bombs to melt through these enemies. If you got the bombs, you need to use them. Especially if you know your opponent's catching up here with a 3 damage axe now with that ring of strength. Staekk switching out to the Blood Cat. I don't know if I appreciate this switch as of yet. 1 damage is always a problem. But Staekk gonna compensate for that once again with the Blast Helm down to 3-3. Ratata catching up though here, down to 3-2. Going straight to that exit with that Torch of Walls leading the way. You can see Staekk here getting pushed back by a lot of enemies, having to use that Blast Helm to take out most of them. Could really use those ear muffins for the +2 damage, but has to deal with the swarm first. Finds a ring of regen with that Shrine of Blood as well. Ratata has finally cleaned up this 3-2 mini boss section here and is down to 3-3 as Staekk finds a trap door down into your zone 3 boss. Looks like death metal. Ratata finding that trapdoor as well and into the same mosh pit onto death metal using that blood drum. Ooh, Ratata found a lot of healing too, back to almost full health here without using the potion. But Ratata having a lot more problems with this death metal fight, is not going to get the flawless victory and used like almost all of their health to take it down. So back to that half heart. Still has the potion and the ring of regen though. Ratata and Staekk finding armor of the obsidian variety. But Staekk's still rocking that, well, I guess it's a 3 damage cat, which is actually really good, but Staekk has to keep the beat to make sure those ear muffins don't break. And is already down into 4-2, while Ratata's having a little bit of difficulty getting through these walls here. May have forgotten that they have a obsidian shovel here, going around a lot of walls. But down to 4-2 as Staekk is cleaning up the mini boss room here. Has to back up a little bit and deal with the swarm. Glass Jaw and a Monkey Paw, and Ratata's statues there are going to pick up the paw and move along. Cleaning up this mini boss room as well. Down to 4-3. Staekk finding a Shriner on 4-3. Does a quick peek, doesn't like anything he sees. I think it was a boss shrine and a ring of Shrine of Darkness. I'll leave those behind. And both of our racers opening that shuriken chest almost at the same time here, so we are very close to seeing who's getting into zone 5 first. Horizontal blue dragon's going to be a problem for both of them though. It looks like Ratata's handling it a little bit better, using that spike trap to their advantage, but does get confused. Will be moving on to the zone 4 boss at almost the same time as Staekk, but a few frames ahead. It's going to be Fortissimo in Holy Moly. Both of our racers with a lot of bombs, so should be all right going into the Necrodancer fight. Ratata using a blood drum to get an easy kill on Fortissimo. Staekk gonna have to take a splash hit here and his own bomb hit. So down to half a heart, but Ring of Regen will bring him back up to a lot healthier status. And then a blood weapon in zone 5 is pretty much just a heal spell in weight. So Staekk all the way back up to full health, as Ratata is as well, moving down to 5-2. Ratata still has that potion in tow though. Gonna take a shortcut here through one of the smaller rooms to the exit. Staekk doing the same thing. Want to get on that conduit, so we're making sure we're doing damage to all the enemies. Ratata down to 5-3. And both Cat and Axe are pretty good weapons in Zone 5, as they're both movement weapons, but the Axe is a lot better for dealing with all these swarms. Ratata taking out that mini boss. Staekk going in real hard here, is getting swarmed and is going to go down. So Ratata able to get that early axe and make this build push Staekk to the brink. Is going to get a flawless victory on Dead Ringer as well. And it looks like Ratata is going to be taking this one. Has the blood drum and a bunch of bombs to take out this Necrodancer stage. Is already going to set up Dad to get out of the way. Use a few bombs here, and then probably 2 blood drums to get the loot, and then an easy hit on the Necrodancer. Going to use a bomb to get the loot, but there's that blood drum use. Early hit on the Necrodancer. And put him at half health already. There's an ogre spawn here, shouldn't be a problem. As Ratata takes that ogre out first for the extra safety. And 2 more hits on the Necrodancer, and we'll be moving on for the rubber race of this match, or I don't know. The deciding race of this match. Ratata gonna take it at 9:46. GG. So that's something I really like to see Ratata do there, is keeping in within striking distance of Staekk for most of the round, and then forcing Staekk to push real hard here and just get swarmed. That is a big swarm. Staekk tried using a bomb there to get out of it, but was unable to. Let's give Ratata that loot. We'll get on this 3rd seed of the match. I believe we do have more races today. However, I think they're later in the day. We can check the schedule there, which I've just posted in chat for your next race. Early red bat room on 1-1. I don't think there's an item in this room though, so it's just 9 bat kills for some good money. And both of our racers find the red chest. It's just a base torch. Doesn't sound that great, but torch is pretty nice to have early on. You get that little bit of help looking into little secret rooms like Ratata did there. Sometimes you find your some bombs or your hidden chest. And Ratata down to zone 1-2 first. There is a lock shop here. Ratata found the bomb to get in it, and the black chest. Ooh, black chest has an obsidian longsword, so a pretty nice early weapon here. Ratata's going to use the Minotaur to open the blood shop for free. And that's not a great blood shop. Ratata's going to leave it all behind. It just had Infernal Torch, I think the Golden Warhammer, and what was that, holster? Yeah. Staekk's going to pick up the holster and the Infernal Wall, the Infernal Torch. I do like the Infernal Torch pickup. You can really use that utility it brings with blowing up wall torches to take out a huge amount of enemies, especially in zone 3. I feel like it helps a lot if you can line up a bunch of them right away. Thinky Shrine here on Ratata's side, 1-3. It does have a bomb to get the ring, and that's what we're going to do. So we have to figure out what ring this is. It's a ring of gold, so not a real good find there, but should get some good money generation here. Ratata down to your zone 1 boss first. It is Deep Blues. Staekk gonna blow up the shrine as well, get that ring of gold. And down to that Deep Blues fight as well. Looks like Ratata's going to clean up all the pieces and save that bomb. But we'll get the flawless victory here. And I imagine we checking the purple chest. Different ring or better spell. Or a spell. Going to get the shield spell. Staekk's going to do the same thing. Looks like Staekk was waiting a little bit there to see what Ratata chose. And straight up to that Nightmare on 2-1. Going to go down to 2-2, both of our racers. Gonna have to dig around this armadillo, but we finally do find the red dragon. I imagine we'll see Ratata, yeah, spend the time here to get the lucky charm. Oh, but it got away and then killed himself. Direct leprechaun. So unfortunate time loss there, but Ratata does check this shop. It has a dagger of phasing and a blood shovel. Gonna pick up the blood shovel. Both of our racers are. Ooh, Staekk gonna switch out to that Dagger of Phasing. Or just bought it, but going back to the Obsidian Longsword. Crack Wall on 2-3 here. It's an arena with a heal spell in it. I think the heal spell's worth it. We'll see if... Oh, did Staekk get covered up by a mole? No, it's down south yet. Or down below. In Australia. Oh, Ratata! Getting mud monstered to death! That isn't that you don't see that death very often. The double mud monster coming in at Ratata there. Hidden behind the large sprites of these golems. Actually, they're just being sneaky. That is a rough death there. A double mud monster combo. Oh, Staekk did buy the Dagger of Phasing. Had it holstered. Doesn't look... Oh, Staekk might have checked red chest there and got the Shopkeep Bro, but only is at 1 heart here, so we'll be looking to heal. For the early death's gonna... that's exactly what Staekk wanted to see. Staekk is gonna be able to slow play through this zone 3 and play it a little safer. Especially on that 1 heart. Trying to find a way to take out this Clappo. Finally does. And we'll be moving on to, it looks like we have a Dire Bat for any mini boss. A lot of hot coals here. And we're going to make sure we stay off of them. Does finally get that Dire Bat. And something that Staekk is experiencing right now is super frustrating. So Staekk's trying to get heals with that Shopkeep Bro, but the Ring of Gold is stealing all of the piles of gold away from him. So he's really going to be looking to get off that ring as soon as possible. Ratata continuing on their run through, back to 2-2 already. Still has to play it really safe here, and that's going to allow Ratata to play a little bit of catch-up. They find a stack of bombs on 2-2 and down to 2-3. There is a cracked wall here right by the mini boss for Staekk. Could check that out for hopefully something good. A monkey paw in the red chest. Was probably hoping for like at least an apple there. Did not find it. And here's that mud pit that took out Ratata earlier. Trying to figure out how to get around that problem, as they will have to deal with it again. It looks like they already took out the mud monsters, so doing okay. And Staekk finding that cracked wall in there. It was a shrine. You're gonna blow up the shrines and get a ring of regen. So really good get by Staekk there. Getting healed back up. And down to your zone 3 boss, it's King Konga. Just as Ratata's taken out your zone 2 boss, Korif. Gonna use that shield spell as they forgot to drop a beat going up to that Korif fight. I don't think they did get the flawless victory. So moving on to zone 3. Imagine check the purple chest here. Gonna find a ring charisma, so not great. So looks like Staekk's taking out the entire Konga line here, and is gonna get the flawless victory and the heal. Checking purple chest. Checking black chest. Finds a titanium staff. Staekk could have used Phasing Dagger on King Konga. That is very true, Abu. Kind of sad he didn't. And Staekk's gonna drop that what was that, like a 1-2 obsidian longsword for a titanium cat here on 4-1. Finds a food shop. Can use a bomb here to it's not a great food shop with that apple, so just gonna buy the items and move along. And Ratata getting swarmed here, trying to push through this zone 3. He does use the shield spell to get most of that damage mitigated. Finds that same shop that Staekk found earlier. Is going to bomb for it. We'll have to fight these dragons, but it looks like we have it set up fine to take them out. Gonna get that map and ring a regen. And down to that King Konga fight. Boots leaping in those statues for Staekk. Immediately gonna start using them to hop up a little bit. And there's that ham. That could have been useful if Staekk killed the food shopkeep, but we're not gonna find that. Looks like Ratata may have taken a hit during this King Konga fight, so no flawless victory here. Moving down to zone 4. Doing a good bit of catch-up here, and I think Ratata was able to do that, having a really good weapon early on, and Staekk having to protect his 1 heart until that 3-3 Shriner. So a really good pushback here by Ratata. We're taking some hits down to half a heart. Ratata is gonna have to do some protection here as well. Good shield there by Staekk. Was gonna get hit either way he went there, either by the Spider, the Blade Master, or whatever was coming on the other side. And Staekk's gonna be done with zone 4 here, down to your zone 4 boss. It's death metal. Ratata taking some more hits here, forgetting about that shield spell, and looks like quaffing a potion they had. Because they just got hit there and got full health. I didn't see them get a potion, but that'll do. Flawless victory for Staekk on death metal. Gonna skip the boss chest straight down to zone 5, turning those frog socks on and leaping to victory. Use the shield spell again here to get that extra safety down to 5-2. As Ratata gets down to 4-3, looks like Staekk's gonna be able to pull away pretty quickly here with those frog socks. I don't think Ratata found, as they were in a statue. Staekk does have time to check a shop here, deciding on if they want heavy glass, I think there, but gonna keep the quartz. Ratata getting some heals there by a pixie, but just getting swarmed by a bunch of Blade Masters there. Ratata's gonna go down, and it looks like this is gonna be Staekk's victory again. Look at all these Blade Masters coming in on Ratata here, and just can't deal with them. Had to go up here, but I think still would have had difficulty with it. And Staekk did some slow play right there again, checking the shop before going down to the Dead Ringer fight. Looks like he found a bunch more hearts. And on to the Dead Ringer fight. It's a left side spawn, so we'll see Staekk's cat strat, which is a really good strat. You see what he did there? He hits Dead Ringer against the Ogre to keep him in line there, and then is able to move up and get the kill. I think I got the replay of that, but we'll see after this Necrodancer fight. Staekk is gonna turn on them frog socks and make quick work of this here. Gonna take the final loot of this match, make it a 2-1 victory. There it is. 11:24 in game time, or race time, that is. GG. Let's see if we got that replay of the cat strat on Dead Ringer. You see he goes onto the right side of the bell here, and then after hitting this next bell is going to go for that middle lane. Hits Dead Ringer against the Ogre to line up the kill. It's really, really good play by Staekk there. That's going to be it for the races we have today. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I was your commentator, Tic Tac Foe. There's Ratata in chat.